Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. We're back. Restoration Talks is here with a new episode. Today, we are going to continue, but also finalize the four horses of the apocalypse. It was a lot of information, it was a long journey, but today's topic is survival of the fittest. And I have some
Oh,
fit people here. Fit
This
people in the room. Yes, strong, strong
uh,
people.
it's
Yes.
fallacies, fallacies. Oh boy, boy.
How are you guys doing?
Because I don't strong still on a certain level,
mm,
and I don't even know how what the maximum is of that level. But there are people, yes, say
Mhm.
that when it happens, something just come over me, and I will be Superman. You will just do everything to survive.
survive.
Mhm. You never know. You never know.
Mhm.
So, before we start with our survival of the fittest conversation, I hope you guys are doing well.
Yes, yes. And you?
Uh,
Yes, same here. I'm excited about this topic.
Yeah.
Survival of the
why?
fittest. Because I don't know, you hear the term survival of the fittest quite often, but I don't
Okay,
think people realize what it means or
Yes.
what it really,
Yeah.
and
Are you fit? Hmm?
What is fit?
okay. The moment when someone answer a question with a question, then you know the person is not fit.
Oh no.
Yeah, but we say
Right.
survival of the fittest, but are you fit? But it's a good way to start. What is the definition of fit? And
Yeah.
then you can say, are you also one of the fit people? Because we are
Yeah,
not,
I
we don't.
think there's a level of
Mhm,
mentally to be mentally fit, as in able to handle stress.
mhm.
How can you maneuver? And how can you adapt? I think that's also a really, really important aspect, and I think that's also what Helene wants to touch upon. And of course, there is also to be physically fit,
Fit. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
as in to lift things. You can endure when your heart pump, when you have to run for
Right.
at least 30 minutes because something is chasing you. Can you run for 30 minutes? That's the
Yeah.
not jogging. I'm talking about running for 30 minutes. So yeah, because we don't always have a car and fuel, and so sometimes you have to cycle or you have
Pricey.
to run.
It's pricey.
True, true,
So
true. Yeah.
yeah, that's for me, being fit.
Mhm.
Anyone else?
Yeah. Helena, for you?
Yeah, I think I agree. With being mentally fit, I think you need to be able and you need to be in a stage whereby you can like overcome certain weaknesses, and that it all starts in the mind. Yeah,
Mhm,
like what
mhm,
you think, what are you saying about yourself? Is it positive or negative?
Oh, mm,
Yeah, also
mhm.
has to influence how you can be physical fit,
Yeah.
because
yeah,
fit in your mentally you can also be fit physically, so it all
Yeah.
goes together. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree completely with you guys as well. It's fit. Yeah, I believe people are capable to do so much more than what they believe they can do. The body can handle a lot,
Yeah.
Allah.
can really handle a lot of weight, a lot of
Okay.
stress. It's not the best thing to do for your body, but we underestimate. And it's, as you said, it's about the hair. Sometimes you have to switch this off, and that's what you see with a lot of people, right? They're in
Yeah.
situations that drive them to that idea of, oh, I don't know where to go, I don't know how to solve this. Then they become like survival mentality. It's
Yeah.
just, this is not working anymore. It's just going to save yourself. But yeah, survival of the fittest.
Yeah, man.
This world is something else. It's almost ending. A lot of
Hey,
Hey, sister,
almost.
that's not what you going to say. It's always enough, Brit.
no,
Whoa.
people really want to believe that we have a lot of time, but we don't have time. It's ticking. The world is going to end very soon. Um, how are we going to survive? Because the things that we're seeing now is just a tip of the iceberg. It's only going to get worse. We talked about wars. We talked about famine. We talked about so many things. And I think we all came to the conclusion that we are not well prepared. We're not prepared at all.
No.
So, guys, how? What is the preparation? How? Where to start?
Wow. How to start?
It's it's a difficult question,
Hmm.
and it's yet so easy, but it shows that how we focus
Hmm.
on things and how blinded we actually are. People in the faith and people outside of the faith, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have even come to the point, especially some religious people are so religious, saying that it's all about my soul, waiting to be raptured because I will escape
Hmm.
evil or escape pain. And coming
Suffering.
to that point, it also shows that, yeah, man, actually you're also not well prepared, because what if rapture will not come, and all of a sudden you'll be in panic and you have to run for all these things. But
Hmm.
for those who doesn't believe even in rapture, you would also see by the lifestyle that there's really, or we are really, really dependent upon the system. Even by
Hmm.
the things we eat shows that we are not even realizing how fragile we are.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest, mentally we are not there. If you can go to McDonald's every week and be like, I love this food, and you're not afraid that you can die any moment because of the high processed food, yeah, yeah, then don't even think about the bombs.
You're not there.
Don't think about the things, for the things we have to deal. We cannot even handle. We cannot kill the flesh. Yeah, that.
No, that's one way, and indeed, one way of survival of the fittest. The mental part, the doing away with stuff. But that's not so easy to
Yeah.
do away with stuff. As you said, we're so dependent. And
True.
we mentioned it also in the previous show. We talked about camping and stuff. I mean, like, that was another experience, eh?
I've never done it before. So you see, okay, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking to survive in a
Hmm.
period when things were. I've never, for example, camped myself. I've never done it. So as for me, I don't know what will come.
Oh, yeah, it was a very different experience for me personally.
Oh
No,
yeah, yeah. You have done it,
was
huh?
was I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. No, no, I wanted to cry. It was cold, no electricity, no basic hygienic stuff.
Mm.
I mean, like, it was no, the first day was okay. I was like, okay, just adjust, adapt your mind to the situation. The second
Food.
day was already like, no, 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 no. This is not what we're going to do. For me, the frustration was really the hygiene,
Bars.
like being able to shower, to properly go to the toilet and stuff. If you take away such facilities, for me, I nah, 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 nah,
You'll
nah.
go mad.
Yeah, slightly, slightly. So I wasn't even focused anymore on the food because, of course, I was there. I had a certain task to perform, but still, hmm, it's so.
You went alone.
No, it was with a group of people. It was with a group of people. It was me, other supervisors, and then you had the kids, of course, where we were.
Kids. Hey,
Yes,
how many
so
kids?
with a group, 100,
Wow.
100 kids, 100. It was.
So okay, for me, I've never done it. So what can you teach us? Teach us. What
What
can we
can
expect?
us
Hey.
the
What can
tip
we
was
expect?
in be prepared because nobody was well prepared. Nobody had enough food.
How
As I
many
said,
days?
sorry,
How many days?
this was 3 days, and
And
I
you
cried.
already
And I
Almost like 3 days.
are you already suffering?
oh yes,
Oh no, really no.
nobody understood. I called that place hell. That's how I referred to it. I said, no, this is not. No, 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 no,
No, no, really,
no.
that's not fair. That's not fair. That's
No,
not fair.
no, 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 no,
Nah,
no.
really.
And I
No, no.
saw, no, for myself, I really saw I wasn't prepared. As I said, it's not necessarily about the food. I can
But
do
the
days without food. That's not a problem. But
yeah,
when you cannot shower and stuff,
and all this, yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah. So
I
do you?
really,
So do you people want Babylon to fall?
hey, what?
What that question?
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
not.
Do we want Babylon to fall? Yeah, it has to fall. Otherwise, we cannot rise. Eh? It has to fall. But probably
Be prepared for the fall. In that
we
case.
have to do it step by step, step by step. We're not ready for what is awaiting us. If I can already cry
No,
3 days of camping, then I cannot imagine years, maybe, in this process of calamity, shortage of food, no electricity, no warm water, nothing.
People going crazy.
Mhm. For some of us, even going back to our home countries is something
I,
else.
I said it last week. I had a culture shock. For me, to be honest, going back to my home country, I think after in my later years, I don't know, because of course I was in shock how dirty the place was, man. Plastic bags everywhere, people um, doing their business outside.
Yeah.
I was in a small hotel besides an it was not even a dumping area, but it became a dumping area naturally. You know how that goes. Actually,
Yeah, they don't.
naturally, all of a sudden, everything is dumped there, and they do their thing. I was in shock. I couldn't. So yeah. So it was heavy. So that's I think it's also people good for people to go back to your home country.
Yeah, man.
Then you
Go.
will witness a bit
Mhm.
rawness.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
For you, Helena, have you experienced such a situation where you were like, "Wow, how am I going to survive this?"
I have also went to camping when I was op middelbare school, and we needed to bring our own tent,
Hmm.
own
Oh,
matras, our own cook pit, our own. I think even how do you say it? Plates and
Hmm.
cups and
Yeah.
everything. Um,
oh,
yeah, we needed to bring everything, but there the things were well prepared. Was not was not as worse as yours, but the hardest part was really setting up the tent because I was like, I've never done this before, and
Hmm.
um when I went there, I forgot my I thought my friend would bring like a mattress, but then you can like pump it up. But she
Hmm.
didn't bring it, so we needed to sleep on the floor.
Wow.
It was like the floor of the tent. So
Hmm.
I didn't really had a bed for like 3 days. Yeah, we had luckily that the weather was okay. We had like good weather, so that was okay. We could shower properly. But we needed to do our own groceries. We needed to cook at a with a cook pit
Hmm.
ourselves. So they
Yeah.
really like learned us how to do things on our own.
for
So it
how
was
many days did you go on
also
camping?
three days.
Hey, then people are suffering for these 3 days. Yeah,
Yeah,
how
man.
much more a year or a week or
No, this was 3 days.
3
Days.
days?
Mm-hmm. 3 days. So I think the hardest part for me was really setting up the tent, not sleeping properly, and yeah, we needed to cook ourselves. But I think at the end of the camp, everybody said like it was yeah, not things that we're used to do, but it was good
It
because
was
at
very
that
good.
time I think I was, I don't know, 13, 14 years I think.
Hmm.
So yeah, man. Yeah,
Hmm. And can you imagine in all our examples, it's still on the fancy side, eh?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Survival, survival.
True.
It's
Survival,
still on the
survival is
fancy
knowing how
side.
to make fire with
Yeah.
stones, how to eat animals around you, how to
I don't
prepare.
know how to
I don't know.
lit up a fire.
Me neither. You just, I
And
heard
for
you,
wood,
It's
I've
sad.
never heard, I've never seen it happen in
I've
front of me.
never. Oh, have you tried it?
With stones, I tried, but they kept, I've never seen the actual fire
oh no,
come out.
I tried it. No.
Like that.
That's
That's
very good.
that's a basic
Think
thing.
what is handy though is, for example, that's something everyone can get, is AIBO, your
Mm,
CPR.
yeah.
That
Oh,
is something you should really know how to apply that on people, on yourself. Those are things that you can maybe try to somewhat prepare yourself with. But
yeah, that's a good one, and it's free. Eh? They have free courses.
mhm,
And
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
AHBO.
Yeah,
That's
mhm,
a
man.
very good one. What do you do if you're, I don't know, mother collapse, sister, whosoever?
yeah,
because the first seconds are very important. The
Critical.
way to kill someone. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's a
yeah, yeah.
very good one. Yeah,
Drowning, food poisoning.
yeah,
Those are stuff that can really happen if you're out there surviving in the wilderness. So people at home start with that, yeah. Go
yeah.
get your CPR, your ABO diploma. Know how to do that. Know how to first aid. Sorry, first aid.
Oh yeah,
No, know how you can do that. And survival of the fittest is not only this, of course, but the world that we're living in is also an actual survival.
mm,
Um, and when we say fittest, who can stand? Who is able to stand in this world full of sin, evil, compromise? I mean, look at how many believers are falling. Every year, it's like someone is being exposed. Then
yeah.
the pastor is exposed. Then that person is falling, and it can happen to the most of us actually. So how can someone survive in the times that we are living in?
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
And Elim also multiple times said that, yeah, come ye out of Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have even come to a point that Babylon lives within us.
Yep.
And when we talk about Babylon, it's so far like, oh yeah, the pagans, the evil, but it's more as in being dependent on the system. And the moment when you are dependent, they can lecture you
Mm-hmm.
anything they would like to lecture you. So, for example, through social media or through the television or through the agendas they are pushing. So, for someone to endure this journey, walk, I think what we don't do much is separating ourselves from these
Yeah,
things. So, that's why scriptures always allowed, for example, fasting or having your me time, know
yeah,
when to pray, how to pray, just to read. All these things make sure, slowly but sure, that you will also withdraw yourself more from the world, but also the flesh.
true.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, fasting might for some people be really extreme for you. Oh, whoa, that's not eating. But so nowadays we can fast and we will still live up the things we do, right, for work. Also, you go to fast, you still go to work,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah,
not saying it's good or bad, but it should also be really a bit of radical, really, to separate yourself and to really know how to be on your own, forced.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that can really build up that mental capacity, and of course make trying to make it as practical as possible, because I think in the end it's all about practicals.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, if you don't know how to do that, it's easy to say, it's easy just to go with the flow
Yeah.
instead of saying no.
Exactly. I also believe that to add to what you said, spiritually being prepared as to the Bible, your ministers and stuff. I always try to tell myself they can be taken away any moment. And the Bible should actually become part of you. So you do not need the physical book anymore. Because maybe there comes a time that these books are not allowed. You
yeah,
know, they'll be taken away. Maybe they'll be burnt. I don't know what. If you have not read your Bible, if you don't
Yeah,
know the words in it,
what's in it?
what are you going to do? It should have been part of you already. And actually, by
yeah,
the time if that has not happened, you're too late. And if there's no minister around you, because everyone is running on their own, everyone is trying to survive.
yeah,
Yeah, who's going to lead you then? You did not prepare by seeking. Yeah, you did not prepare by having a relationship with Elohim. I mean, like, so that's the end of you spiritually already.
yeah,
You're running around like a chicken without a head, not knowing what to do, which way to go.
true.
That is really something. That is something we can already do, and I
Yeah,
think that's also why we are really trying to urge ourselves. And when we do it ourselves, other people around us will also see. Really invest time in those scriptures. Really invest time in seeking Yah while He is still to be found, because if I'm not mistaken, the Bible also tells us that you can he will not always be there to be found like how we want to do it right now, if I'm not mistaken. So now's
Yeah,
the time. Do what you have to do.
true. Yeah, that's very true. Because also when you are in like distress or in hard times, as believing, if you don't have the word in you, you will fall very quickly.
Yeah.
Very quickly. Then you will give up like, I cannot do this too hard. I really agree what you were saying. And also what Brother Shalom was saying about separating yourself, because I'm doing a detox right now, and I'm not necessarily like separating myself because of things I just needed just to go on, but the part of not being able to like eat the things that I normally do, well, it was like I'm going mad or something. It's just about food. No, really, it was like my flesh is so used to like eating a lot of stuff that it was just, yeah, being hungry for it. But in my mind, I was like, no, we are not going to do that. I'm just pushing forward. And the moment I did like overcome that part, like in my mind, from hey, I can do this, then
Mm-hmm.
at a certain moment, I don't necessarily even feel hungry right now. It's just like my throat is dry and my
Mm-hmm.
stomach making noises. But I was like, yeah, it's not like you need the food, the bad foods, but it is, yeah, because your body is used to it that
Mm-hmm.
you're longing for it. But no, so yeah, I think it's good for people to also, yeah, detox once in a while. Just let
Mm-hmm.
the field go out of your body. Yeah, that can also prepare you mentally. What was
And
not
also
like,
what Brittany said in the beginning, right? That our
yeah,
body can handle so much more
yeah,
stress than we can think. But if you have never gone through it,
yeah,
small, you're talking bit by bit, or you just experience
Mm-hmm.
hardship. It's
yeah,
like, oh, it's impossible. How can this be? And all of a sudden, it will come all of a sudden upon you, and you feel like there is no hope, there is no solution.
yeah,
But if you have gone through some of the hardship, like for example, detoxing or separating yourself or pushing yourself with, let's say, reading or seeking the things you really want to do, you'll be like, oh yeah, my body is capable. I
escape.
am fit.
True. Yeah,
But it has to be practice.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Practice make one
Repetition.
perfect.
Mm-hmm. Repetition. I think
Yeah.
we have all seen in the gym as well. If one with the first week, you maybe have certain weights. After that, in the
Yeah,
first week, you're always like, oh, I can't handle
Yeah,
this.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You increase the weight, you see that your body is able to withstand how heavy it's feeling, and that's exactly what we are also supposed to do. Scripture in us should be actually a reflexive muscle. Everything, our faith is also a muscle. Some things can't grow without hard times. So let's see if we are part of the fittest. Let's
yeah,
Yeah,
end.
that's a really, 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 really good question, because I was also thinking, if when you're giving all the examples, it's
Mhm,
easy to talk about. Yeah, you have to do this, you have to do this. For me, I'm talking about myself. Well, yeah, so you have to do this, you have to do that, and do
mhm,
that. But for me, I know I'm a person. I can if I hold on to something,
mhm,
it might be for a short period, right? And then for the before I know, I want to do something else, and I want to do something else. And of course, it can make you really agile. It can make you or do various things. But one thing what we can of I can then lack is then that aspect of enduring for that
mhm,
one thing for as long as possible. So not expecting, like for example, the example that you were giving. Of course, you can lose weight or you can build that physical muscle, but for some people, I don't have that in the beginning. I had it more, but for some people now, it's like, okay, I have to achieve this within 2 months, 3 months. It's not
mhm,
it's not realistic.
yeah,
Or I have to read the scriptures within 3 months and a 4 months, 6 months, and then I can understand everything. It's
mhm,
not realistic. So I think one key thing when we talk about the survival of the fittest, I think the best quality and the best fruit of the spirit is also that endurance part.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Good one.
Long suffering. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Have patience.
Mm-hmm.
So have patience.
Patience,
Go through
self-control.
trials, errors. You go through a lot, but you have to have patience.
Mm-hmm.
That's also, yeah, man.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, man.
yeah.
So,
I've made so many mistakes in life.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not part of life, but it is life, and then you have to fall 7 times. The eighth time you have to stand up,
Exactly.
do it again.
Exactly.
True.
Because to be fit is not that things will go smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
To be fit is rather to push through when you are low. Also, when
Mm-hmm.
you're in your high, when you're in your low, you can be consistent. Yeah, yeah, life.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So we touched on many things. We looked at the spiritual, we looked at the physical. You heard it from us, our own examples. So there's so much that we still have to do. Please, those at home, don't go or don't watch this and then leave it and then you live your life again anyhow. Try to take keys away from the brother, from the sisters, from me, and from everything that the ministers also shared so far. It's not an easy road. There's no guarantee. There's nowhere said that it will be easy. But if you will push through, that's what separates good people from bad people. That separates winners from losers. So as long as you live, you have to keep on fighting. So that's really what will make you part of the fittest. So let's see. Let's see if survival of the fittest, if we're going to be part of that, we can do it. I commend you, brother and sister, also. We come from far and you've really been fighting on. People at home, I really hope that you can carry on in this spirit. Yes. So tomorrow, 12 p.m., you know the drill. We have our radio show. We're going to look at the pill rider, which is death. And the minister will dive into very important keys. So write it down and make sure that you will tune in. Okay. See
Yes.
you next week. Bye bye.
Stay fit.